Um, hey, good to see you. How are you today?
Oh, I last time I think when we were talking a little bit about those small steps.
Yes.
And I think that is a huge thing in this journey. And I wanted us to talk about that a little bit today because I know for me, oftentimes in the past, when I would see people that would have these successes, especially in an area that I wanted to have success in, whether it was health and fitness, finances, or even relationships, I would often stop completely and not even want to try because I didn't know how to get there. I didn't know what the work was, for it. I guess I wanted that magic pill for all of my goals.
Yeah, it's like it's easier to avoid it than to address it.
Yeah, but you know what? You don't get anywhere that way.
And it builds up. It's like if you think about it, it's like a pressure cooker.
Yeah.
So it's like a little bit of steam and a little bit of steam. So you think it's easier to avoid it now, but it catches up later.
Mm-hmm.
And in a sense, if you think about it, it's almost like it's like a tendency we as humans especially have, is like we were talking about yesterday about how we both were athletes and stuff, and in high school never had to worry about anything. And it's kind of the same here now. It's almost like it's just our modern day version of that same feeling, like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I'll be fine, I'll be fine, but we're not. So we got to fix it. um,
Right. I really think that the biggest part has been like I know we talked about this a little bit earlier. This morning when I got up, I had a whole list of things that I had to do today, and just looking at it became very overwhelming, and I decided to just check off one thing, and that was to do my personal development for the day. And I realized once I did that, I then just did one more thing, and I wrote my affirmations for the day. And then I said, oh, I had a little motivation to do one more, and I wrote my gratitude journal. Then I had the motivation to get up and work out. And taking that first step really helped me create my morning already, and that feeling of success, because the day, as we know, as it can unfold, cannot be controlled and can
right.
become very chaotic. And I think
Yeah.
you were saying the same thing this morning when we jumped in the gym.
Yeah. Excuse me, it's funny, I woke up this morning, and um I don't know, like obviously, like I've this obviously, but if anybody is watching, I've had back-to-back surgeries in December and January, and so I'm still rehabilitating and working my way back. So I've been kind of doing a couple workouts here and there on the BOD, and it's been great. But that's a really kind of, to your point, is I woke up this morning and I was kind of laying in bed and I'm like, I don't know. It's like kind of going teetering back and forth, not about working out, just about getting up.
Mhm.
And then I saw your message came in and said that you were energizing. And honestly, this is again another thing where it's like, I don't know if you want to call it accountability or motivation, but I saw your message and I'm like, you know what? I should get up. I promised myself last night that today was going to be the start of something better. So let me do that. And I did. And I got up. But then it was so funny because I just found myself like walking around in circles. I'm like, oh my God, okay, where's my shoes? Where's my, what? I have to go to the bathroom. I have to make this. And meanwhile, everything is where it should be. But I was like stressing myself out because I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be late. And then I'm like, what am I going to be late for? To work out in my living room? What am I worried about? So, so it worked out, but you're right. I mean, it's like, it was almost like I just had to like take a step back and just breathe for a second and just be like,
Mhm.
don't worry about it.
And that text that I've been sending out these days is me leaning in so that you guys hold me accountable to doing my me time stuff. So, it's a twofold thing, but I really have to compliment you on the work that you have done on yourself the past few months, because a lot of times we can focus on the external and we can focus on the physical, and we see that physical change. It's the internal change that is what creates those long lasting habits. And watching you over the past 8 weeks, take these small steps to regain that strength and control again has been so inspiring for me. And even you said this morning when I was like, don't do this, don't do this, I don't want you to get hurt, and you like put up your 3-pound weights and you were like, well, look. And I said, I'm so proud of you, because the high school athlete, I'm sure, wanted to go into the full field sprint and,
Oh,
pushing that extra mile, but that's going to end up hurting you in the long run. So I'm so proud of watching you being able to take those small steps. And the best part was seeing you smile through it, because in the past, it might have started to be an internal negative thought, and that's not happening.
right.
And because of those small steps, you're now taking bigger steps. And that is such a huge accomplishment and something to really be proud of.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was, I was gonna say something funny. Now I can't because I forgot. You were too nice. But yeah, it's oh well, okay. Back to your point about the squats too. Not squats, but just doing the like I know you had leg day today, and I had leg day, 2 different programs. Um, and it's funny because yeah, I did. I showed you the 3-pound weights, and and then well, first of all, normally when I do that particular workout, it's at least 18 to 20-pound weights. Like without even thinking about it. And I probably could have done it, but it'd be in a hell of a lot of pain right now.
Mhm.
And the other thing is, I'm glad I only did the 3 pounds, because halfway through, I didn't do any. I had to put the weights down. And it's just because I could feel that I'm putting the unneeded stress on my hips and my knees. And
Mhm.
I can't do that, because then it's going to set me back too far. So I'd rather do little and often than go big or go home.
Exactly. That's awesome. You know what? We're going to continue to talk a little bit more about this next time. So I just again want to give you a huge shout out. You're doing awesome.